Hello everyone. So today we're going to be talking about a character that is an Avengers level threat and he has a scythe for a hand. Of course we're talking about the Grim Reaper, aka Eric Williams. Now the Reaper is a supervillain published by Marvel Comics and he's actually the brother of Wonder Man. The Grim Reaper first appears in the Avengers number 52 of May 1968 and was created by Roy Thomas and John Buscema. A little bit about his biography. Eric Williams, the brother of Simon Williams, was born in Paterson, New Jersey. Eric was the black sheep of his family, and his mother Martha would tell him that he was born bad, and all the while she was heaping affection onto Simon. Now Eric's father was charged with disciplining him, but was pretty much abusive and uncaring. His father even preferred to watch TV lazily while Eric was torturing the family cat. At the same time, their mother was loving and attentive to Simon, making Eric bitter and very jealous. Later on, Eric was playing with chemicals in the garage and caused a fire which burned down their entire house. Now, Simon felt guilty for not stopping Eric and resolved to be responsible for Eric from there on. As they grew up, Simon grew studious while Eric was an athlete. Eric also became more rebellious and tried to get Simon to join his petty thefts. Now Eric eventually becomes a gambler and moves to Las Vegas, while Simon takes over the family business, Williams Innovation. Unfortunately, when Williams Innovations begins to fail, pretty much due to the competition with Stark Industries, the desperate Simon turned to Eric's mob ties for help. Simon embezzled money from the company to invest with Eric, but Simon was caught and jailed. Simon was then freed from jail by Baron Heinrich Zemo, offering him revenge on Iron Man and the Avengers, to which Eric's brother was transformed into Wonder Man. Learning of his brother's death, Eric was inflamed with guilt and anger. Now he later contacts the Tinkerer to provide him with his scythe weapon, which is further enhanced by Ultron with coma-inducing abilities. After taking the Grim Reaper name, he becomes a professional criminal and defeats Hawkeye, Goliath, and the Wasp, placing the three Avengers in comas, but was beaten by the Black Panther's surprise appearance. In his next appearance, however, the Grim Reaper confronts the Avengers with his original Lethal Legion, composed of Living Laser, Power Man, Man-Ape, and the Swordsman. Now, the Lethal Legion actually is defeated when Grim Reaper finds himself unable to strike down Vision, having discovered that the Synthezoid possessed his brother's brainwave patterns. He released Vision by breaking the hourglass, and that means the Avengers were pretty much freed and they defeat the Lethal Legion. Now, the Grim Reaper later allies with the Space Phantom and Hydra. He planned to transfer the Vision's mind to Wonder Man's body, thus quote-unquote resurrecting his brother. However, this doesn't work as he battles the Avengers once again and was defeated. Now, behind the scenes where the Avengers cannot see, the Grim Reaper later has Wonder Man resurrected as a zombie by the Black Talon to attack them once more. Wonder Man, as a result, is restored back to true life. Grim Reaper then goes out and captures the Avengers and stages a trial to determine whether the Vision or Wonder Man was his true brother. He was defeated by Wonder Man. As a very interesting part of the quote Marvel Now relaunch, the Grim Reaper turns up alive and attacks the Avengers Unity Squad at their debut press conference, claiming that he is now unable to die. He is subsequently seemingly killed by Rogue, punching him harder than expected after absorbing Wonder Man's powers. Then he is restored back to life by a celestial death seed and is recruited by the Apocalypse twins as part of their new Horsemen of Death. He attacks Simon, defeating and capturing his brother, and then Grim Reaper destroys Earth and helps teleport all mutants to Planet X. And in a funny storyline to us, in a morbid humor way, he later returns to launch a surprise attack against the Vision's new Synthezoid family. The Vision is not present at the time that he shows up, and the Grim Reaper is able to severely injure Viv, the Vision's daughter. Now, Vision's wife, Virginia, is able to fight back, but accidentally kills Grim Reaper in the process, a fact that she hides from her husband. At this point, his body is buried in the backyard of Vision's suburban home, until it's discovered by a neighbor's dog, who is accidentally electrocuted to death upon biting Grim Reaper's scythe. This discovery alerts Vision to the body and sends him into a short-lived rage in which he destroys the family home. Ultimately, Vision does decide to keep the death of Grim Reaper a secret to protect his family from any of the legal consequences and possible backlashes that might follow towards the Avengers. Now, as far as powers and abilities go, Grim Reaper has a plethora of different powers and has tons of equipment that can be used and is a technological-based villain with no innate superhuman abilities. The techno scythe he wore on his right arm as a trademark weapon was designed by the Tinkerer. The scythe actually has the ability to spin its own blade at rapid speed, thus making it usable as a hyper-fast propeller, a buzzsaw, missile shield, and an improvised helicopter. It can fire concussive plasma blasts or anesthetic gas pellets, as well as dispense electric stun shocks on the very touch of it. His scythe was also equipped with some sort of cerebral frequency generator, which is able to induce deep comas and revive victims from their deep sleep. Now, currently, the Grim Reaper gains some mystical powers. This allows him to reanimate the dead, teleport himself or others, summon demons, create illusions, and perceive visual sensations. His physical strength, stamina, and durability are all slightly heightened beyond the human body's natural limitations. In addition, his right hand has been amputated and replaced with an apparently magical scythe. This new scythe is also capable of limited energy manipulation. Now, at one point of this character's powers and ability set, the Grim Reaper comes back to life as a zombie via a resurrection. However, he suffered massive hair loss, including sallow skin in various stages of decomposition, and in this form he absorbs human life forces in order to sustain his own life and remain alive. He has to do this every 24 hours, either through his left hand or through his scythe. Anyway, this is what we know of the Grim Reaper. We personally love this character growing up. This guy was actually an Avengers level threat. Every time we saw him, we knew that something was going to go down. Anyway, you folks have a wonderful night, a wonderful morning, a wonderful evening, whichever. Please like, share, and subscribe. We really do appreciate that around here. Also, let us know what you think of this video, or give us a character name, and we'll try to actually make a video of that guy too. As always, Excelsior.